All right, we're back. So hopefully you've completed that experiment, and what you saw on your coffee filter was similar to what we did in our chromatography lab, which was when we took the different types of pens on the coffee filters with rubbing alcohol and water, and we tested which substance separated the colors out better, and then which types of markers separated the easiest. And I think what we found was rubbing alcohol with the Crayola markers separated the color out the best, because as we know, pure color is only red, yellow, and blue. All other colors have other colors in there that can be separated out, okay? So the coffee filter and the rubbing alcohol helped to extract the true colors, or the colors that were present in the leaf structure, and then it helped to separate them, okay? So you should have seen green and then some other color. Some of you may have seen yellow, some of you may have seen different shades of green, and some of you may have seen reds or browns, okay? Depending on the type of leaf that you get, it will vary. So an extension of this that we'll talk about in a little while is that you can redo this experiment, but use different kinds of leaves, and then compare the colors that you get to separate out, and then also compare them to when the leaves actually change in the fall. See if it's the same. So if you extract red during your experiment, watch that tree over the course of the year and see if you see it turn red in the fall or winter. Or if you extract yellow, see if the leaves turn yellow before they fall, okay? I actually have a tree that starts off green and then turns another color, which I'm gonna need to look into why it does that, because I don't have all that information right now. But I wanted to talk about some vocabulary words as we discuss why what happened, and some of the science behind it, okay? So leaves utilize a natural process called photosynthesis, okay? And photosynthesis is when, like I said earlier, it takes the plant, or the leaf takes the water and the glucose and the sunlight, right? And it puts those things together and it creates chlorophyll, okay? So, but let's talk about photosynthesis for a minute. I'm a really big fan of learning the root words of words to help us understand better what they mean. Photo, as you may know, means light, okay? Greek and Latin roots, photo means light, and synthesis means to put together. So photosynthesis means with light, it puts something together, okay? And so, like we talked about, glucose, water, sunlight, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the chemical in the leaf that actually makes it green. Chlorophyll is green. So when you separated the colors out of your leaves, the green part is chlorophyll, okay? And so why is it that some leaves always stay green and some change color? Why do some leaves stay on trees year-round, and why do some trees lose their leaves? Well, in creation, we have two different kinds of leaves. Two different kinds of trees. We have evergreen trees and we have deciduous trees, okay? Evergreen trees, even in the word evergreen, they're always green. They're always going to have their leaves, okay? So there are some trees out there that are evergreen and always keep their leaves. Deciduous trees lose their leaves, okay? So those are the trees that lose their leaves in the fall and winter, and then the leaves come back in the spring and stay through the summer. And these are the ones that generally change color, okay? Why do deciduous trees change color? Well, scientifically, they've probably adapted to their environment in some way because water wasn't readily available or not enough sunlight or some reason, okay? But what the tree actually does is it forms what's called a petiole, or a scab. We can think of it like a scab. So go out and look at the tree branches, and you see like these little bumps or these little indentation. Well, what the tree actually does is forms these petioles on every leaf. So it forms a scab between the branch and the leaf, okay? And what that scab does is it prevents the water from going from the tree into the leaf. Okay, so when that water is no longer in the leaf, we're now missing one of the components that we need to finish or complete the process of photosynthesis, okay? We might still have the light and we might still have the glucose, but without the water, we cannot make chlorophyll, okay? And so if chlorophyll is green and chlorophyll is what makes the leaf green, that absence of chlorophyll is what makes the leaf turn color. What actually is happening is because the leaf isn't creating chlorophyll, the chlorophyll starts to die off and the true color of the leaf is being exposed. So leaves don't actually turn colors in the fall. They actually expose their natural color, the color that they would be if chlorophyll wasn't present. All right? So why do leaves change color? They change color because of the absence of chlorophyll, and they actually expose the natural color of the leaf as it was created or as it is without chlorophyll. Now, like I said, some extensions you can do for this activity is that you can collect different kinds of leaves and perform the same experiment. You could do it all at the same time, or you can do one a day or one a week or whatever you want to do. And then you can also, there's another experiment that you can do with leaves that's kind of fun. Collect an extra leaf, and if your mom has washing soda in the house, now washing soda is not something that people use very often. I do use it sometimes, and you can find it at the grocery store, at Target or Walmart, and it might actually be in stock right now because everyone's bought up all of the laundry detergents in the grocery store, but usually Borax or Arm & Hammer will sell what's called washing soda. And go ahead and take your leaf, boil some water, very carefully, make sure you have a parent help you with this, boil some water, put half a cup of washing soda in there so that the water and the washing soda make a solution, okay, so it dissolves into the water, and then put your leaf in there, turn the heat off, and let it sit for about an hour. Take the leaf out of the water, rub it very gently with a paper towel or something similar. Not toilet paper though, because everybody knows we're on toilet paper conservation mode in America right now. Hopefully you all have your teepee. But gently rub it, and what it will do is expose the leaf skeleton. So you'll get to see all of the veins that the leaf uses to distribute the water so that that photosynthesis can happen. It's actually pretty neat. If you go hiking or if you spend time in nature a lot, sometimes if you're in a place where the leaves have fallen and there are layers of leaves, you can lift up a couple layers of leaves and you can find leaves that have done this naturally just through decay with water and bacteria that eats away the rest of the leaf and leaves the leaf skeleton. But you can also do this experiment in about an hour to see what makes up the actual structure of the leaf once the other parts are eaten away, okay? So hopefully this was fun for you guys. It kind of blended one of our previous labs, which was the chromatography lab, and then also is hopefully easy for you to get the materials. So remember, fill out your lab sheet for your HST, take some pictures, write up a paragraph about what you learned, turn it in as a sample, take a picture for me, send it to me through email or on Edmodo, and I will have prizes for you when we get back together. Hope you're all doing well.